All right, we're back on the show. We got Alexi Bracey joining us we're here in downtown Toronto. It's a beautiful sunny day. And Alexi's back. We're going to be talking about antioxidants today.
That's right.
Right?
Yes.
And you brought me a little lemony tart, which I'm really looking forward to after the interview, Alexi. So thank you for doing that.
Oh, you're welcome.
And now, so introduce us to the whole thing about antioxidants.
Well, we need antioxidants because of free radical damage in the air, in the water, the foods that we eat, fast foods, chemicals everywhere. So we need to protect ourselves from the toxins by taking an antioxidant. So, usually antioxidants are found in fruits and vegetables.
Like blueberries, they say, are
blueberries, apples, oranges, it doesn't matter. But when you have a ripe fruit, as it gets older, it's losing its nutritional value and its antioxidant value.
Like an apple.
That's right, it will
right?
go brown.
That goes brown, that's
right.
Oxidization.
That's right. So they discovered in the pristine forests of Norway that when the spruce trees were heavily laden with snow and the limbs would fall on the ground, those limbs would still regenerate and we were alive. And they thought, oh, this is really interesting. So they extracted the sap from it, and they found that it has more lignans in it than flax seeds.
More what?
Lignans.
Lignans?
Lignans. It's a protective, I can't give you a technical definition.
But it's good for you.
It's very good for you. So actually it protects against prostate cancer, protects against breast cancer. It's great for PMS, hair regrowth, psoriasis, wound healing, fungus. Very anti-inflammatory.
Sounds good. So you got in that bottle there?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, so it's just, you only need 10 drops or 5 to 10 drops depending on your weight. So 10 drops of this equals more than 50 cups of matcha tea or 1,500 cups of apples or 40 cups of tomatoes or 70 cups of oranges. So you're getting a lot more concentrated amount in a small dose because you would never consume 1,800 cups of apples per day.
No. Do you feel it?
Well, I've had many comments. People said my digestion improved. I'm more regular. One gentleman said to me, he said, I can't put my finger on it. I just feel over the top. It just, because he takes mega supplements to start with.
Right.
He said, and this is like the cat's meow. It just took him over the top.
Like, so would one dose give you a...
Well, it depends. You see, some people have a reaction, or, notice a difference in 4 days. Some people 7 days. Some people 3 months. Everybody's different. It depends on what state your health is.
How did you, when the first time you took it, what happened?
Well, I just feel better, but I can't specifically say how better. Maybe more energy, more stamina. I sleep better. I don't know. It's just better. So why you need them?
I believe in antioxidants. Yeah.
Okay. Mike Adams of Forensic Sciences.
I've seen his emails.
Okay. He has a lab in the States where he tests everything imaginable, any kind of food for heavy metal content. So anything from your grains, your protein powders, your seaweeds, your breakfast cereals, your desserts, your burger at Dairy Queen or your Pizza Hut, any kind of food, he tests for heavy metals. And everything has heavy metals in it because it's in the soil. So
Right.
when you eat organic,
Yeah.
it's not sprayed with toxic pesticides and herbicides, but the soil still has heavy metals in it. So he, in his book, says you need to take an antioxidant. Bottom
Okay.
line.
I'm sold.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, that's what getting older is. That's
Right,
essentially
exactly.
our body
That's
oxidizing, right?
Yeah, I know. So I'm not back from 106, eh?
No, you look better every time you come in.
Oh, thank
Alexi.
you. It's
And
the lighting.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
no.
but the thing is, we should probably remind people. I mean, you
Well, I know.
cured yourself of cancer with diet and good nutrition, right?
They did a study by the Kaiser Permatur research company, well respected in Germany. It's called the ACE test, ACE, which stands for Accelerated Childhood Experiences, and 10 questions. traumatic experiences between the ages of 4 and 18. So it could be a death, a divorce, alcoholism, sexual abuse, and everybody to some degree experiences those between 4 and 18. If you had 2 or more positive to the questions, you have an 80% chance of developing cancer, arteriosclerosis, heart disease after the age of 50.
Yeah.
80%.
So it's related to that traumatic stress that you had.
That's right. You have to get rid of the issues in your tissues.
Right. And it goes at a cellular level,
That's
too,
right. And they say the weakest organ is where you will have disease.
Okay, so what were those things again? Between what? In the ages of
4 and 18.
Do you know the checklist in your head?
Well, just, did you experience sexual abuse in your family? Was there a death in the family? Was there drug abuse? Was there alcoholism? Did your parents yell at you and put you down? Verbal abuse. Were you homeless?
I see.
A remarriage and, your step-parent didn't like you, or you were sent off to live with, relatives. Like
right,
traumas.
like a real traumatic situation.
Traumas. But, we to some degree experience that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a death or drugs, but, maybe your parents put you down.
Well, you could have stress at school, you could have a bad
That's right,
teacher, you could
exactly.
have bullying, all kinds of stuff.
And then
like
the more positives you have, your increase for developing serious health concerns rises exponentially. So you have to get rid of those emotional triggers, the environment, what you eat, and this is a stepping stone. It's not the be-all, end-all, but it certainly helps because there are other factors that you need to optimize your health.
All right.
Do you want to try it?
Yes, I would.
Okay. So
how are we going to do this?
Well, it's just like if you were chewing on a pine needle or something, so a spruce needle.
That.
Okay, so this is the same thing. Okay. I mean, it's all right. Like it's not bitter or astringent or it tastes.
No, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
I'm leaving it under my tongue.
Oh, are you?
Can I do that?
Yeah,
Or
sure.
can I just swallow it?
You can just swallow it.
I can taste the forests of Norway.
Yeah, I know. I mean, pristine. You can't get it any more pristine. So they take the broken limbs and they ship it by boat, by barge, to British Columbia, where in the lab the sap is extracted and then they ship it out to all the different places.
So they make this in BC?
Well, yeah, that one they do.
But you'd think they'd have the same kind of forests in BC.
Well, I guess nobody's tested them out.
Right? Same kind of fjords in northern...
Well, somebody, had the insight in Finland to do this, so I don't know,
Okay, cool. So now how long have you been taking this?
Just 2 months. It's just been introduced to Canada 2 months ago.
And you are experiencing it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everybody that I have sold this bottle to has reordered. Everybody.
Really?
Absolutely everybody.
And how much is a bottle?
It's $55. It'll last you a month and maybe a bit.
Okay.
And I give this to my pets, too. I
Yeah.
mean, they go running, but it's good for them, too.
They don't like it?
Well, no. I mean, they only like treats.
Yeah. Okay, and it's basically a super antioxidant.
Yeah,
right?
the most powerful antioxidant thus far on the planet that they have discovered.
So I'm going to just tell a little story here about antioxidants.
Okay.
A different product, perhaps.
Okay.
So I won't mention the name of that product, but it's a super antioxidant. It's billed as that, right? And my dad, who's very skeptical about that kind of thing, right? Like I heard about this product before he did, and the next thing you know, he's taking it and he's telling me how good it is. But he told me a story that a friend of his, and they're older guys, right, had diabetes to the point where he was facing a potential amputation of his leg or part of his leg. And started taking this antioxidant, and next thing you know, no problem. There was no need to do any amputations. The diabetes improved significantly, and it totally reversed that particular situation.
We are We have 100 times more bacteria in our body than we have human cells. So really, we are a mechanism, so to speak, for the bacteria to thrive. If they thrive, we will be healthy. If they don't thrive by what we eat, the toxins in the air, the food, et cetera, we won't be healthy.
So it's good to have bacteria.
Yeah,
thriving
especially in your
body.
gut. 80% of your immune system is in your gut, all bacteria. We've got bacteria in your mouth that are very beneficial. We've got bacteria on our skin. In North America, we're just gone anal about sanitation. You're washing off the bacteria that you need to protect your skin, to protect, like washing the bacteria off of your produce. Like sometimes if it's dirty, yes, but when you were a kid, you ate dirt.
I didn't eat that much.
It shows.
Well, plus the whole thing with antibiotics, right?
That's right.
Like that's devastating to your floral fauna.
That's right. It just totally destroys it.
Yeah. So we need to deal with that. Is there a test? I mean, is there a way to test how your gut fauna is doing?
Well, I guess probably the easiest test is, do you catch colds easily? Do you have allergies? Do you have rashes? Do you have autoimmune disorders? That kind of thing. So one of the items that really destroys your gut bacteria are glyphosates, and glyphosates is the active ingredient in Roundup.
That's in all our food now. All our food.
Pretty much.
Wheat
Pretty
now.
much everything. So glyphosates, why they are so toxic is they're endocrine disruptors, compromises your immune system, but I think probably more importantly is tryptophan is a precursor in your gut to serotonin, and serotonin is a precursor to melatonin, and melatonin is a sleep hormone. And so isn't everybody complaining about not being tired because you're not getting enough sleep? It's all responsible because of the glyphosates.
So that's a relatively new phenomenon, because really glyphosates have only
They've been around a long time. It's just they've come to light. So, glyphosates are found in all grains, legumes, flax seeds, sunflower seeds, yams, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, yellow squash. So those foods absolutely have to be organic. Just no ifs, buts, or ands.
So that's the thing these days too, is that like with if we're eating bread products, right? That's all flour. That's all wheat. That unless it's organic, it's going to contain that glyphosate.
That's right. And so people say, "Well, I eat organic bread. I use organic flour." Well, the latest research is saying no gluten. Period, because the wheat products are hybridized. They're not the same products of 20, 30 years ago. And so I just extend the challenge. If you think you don't have any kind of intestinal or digestive disorders because you're adamant that you can eat gluten, I challenge you, stay off the gluten for 2 weeks and see if you don't feel better.
It's funny because lately I've been, I love bread. That's probably some kind of a indication of a wheat a wheat allergy, or
is there sensitivity?
But I do love it, and but lately there's been times when I've had some kind of baked good, and really I felt not so great afterwards. Now I don't know if that's the glyphosate in the wheat or if there's something else going on, but these are products that taste amazing. Thoroughly enjoy the experience of eating it, but then afterwards my body is really kind of disrupted.
Well, people that have gluten sensitivities in North America, when they travel to Europe, they can eat all the bread they want and all the pasta they want, and they don't have a problem because their wheat is different than in North America.
Did they ban glyphosates over there?
Well, they have, but
yeah.
Monsanto has been bought by Bayer, a German company, and Monsanto is dropping the name. So is glyphosate going to be reintroduced into farmlands? Bayer owns it. It's in Europe again, so you can do the math.
Interesting. Well, it just strikes me as being so strange and so, I don't know what the word is, but because so many people are aware of this, and so many people have spoken up about it. There's been marches against Monsanto,
I know.
and yet, despite all this public outcry, the government, at least of Canada, permits the use of this stuff, which to me jeopardizes. Didn't Europe sort of put a ban on
Absolutely.
Canadian wheat exports too?
Yeah.
That can't be good for our farmers. Where does that we lose a big market like Europe for our grain? What good is that doing our farmers?
I know. It's all politics and dollars.
And we got that whole case, the Percy Schmeiser case.
Oh yes, I know.
Yeah, where he was growing. He had some GMO or some, I don't know what it was, blew into his field.
Yes.
He didn't plant it. It blew in. Next thing you know, he's getting sued from, I think, Monsanto.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't supposed to have it on his property.
I know.
So it's the big corporate multinational against the
Little guy.
independent
The little guy.
Canadian farmer.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Alexi, I'm very interested to see how I feel, at the end of the day. I'm hoping that this stuff will kind of make itself felt, after one dose. But,
Yeah.
it sounds
exciting.
exciting.
It's hard to say, so.
Now, is there anything else you want to let us know about today?
No, that's about it. So, it's, are you interested in improving your health, or are you committed? That's the bottom line. Because people always have excuses. So, if it's really important to you, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. But that's across the board, whether it's your health, whether it's your finances, whether it's a relationship, whether it's your job. If it's really important for you to make changes to improve, you'll find a way.
Or just achieve your end goal. And
That's
you're
right.
a good example, right?
Yeah.
Because you were diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah.
And you said you were not interested in dealing with that problem. You were committed to it.
That's right,
you
exactly.
dealt with it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
But you changed your whole lifestyle.
Oh, absolutely. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing today. Otherwise, I still would have been your traditional chef, probably.
Yeah.
And probably on, I don't know, high blood pressure pills and blah, 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 because I didn't know any different either. So, so
Yeah.
it definitely changed the course of my life, for sure.
So, and of course, we got your website up here, wholehealthacademy.ca. So now, what are you at the website in your business? I know you're a raw food chef, right?
Well, I focus more on just plant-based.
Okay.
So you can introduce some cooked food, but definitely plant-based.
Okay, so no meat.
No meat. No, nothing, no fins, feathers, or fur.
The 3 Fs.
That's
We have a
right.
vegan show here now.
Oh,
Did
do
you know that?
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, maybe you could come on there one day. That's on Mondays. We did it yesterday.
Okay.
And, no fins, feathers, or fur. I like that. And we've talked about the importance of plant-based. And, of course, because, not just for the health reasons, but for the cruelty reasons.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
The way that we treat our animals, and the toxins all kinds of antibiotics. They're unhealthy. What does that do to us?
Exactly.
Even the psychic effects of having a tortured animal being
Yeah.
killed and then us ingesting it afterwards.
If our chicken and our beef and our lamb in the grocery stores had a face, people wouldn't buy it, because when you walk down Spadina, where the Asian stores are, and they have ducks hanging with the face, people go, oh, yuck, that's awful.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because it has a face to it.
Mm-hmm.
But if we saw the face on the chicken or the turkey in the grocery store,
Yeah.
would we buy it?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Or name it.
That's right.
Actually, I was reading a book about raising chickens
Okay.
in your backyard. They say never give your little chickens a name, because then you won't want to eat it.
Well, you shouldn't eat it anyway. You wouldn't eat your dog, so why would you eat a chicken? It's still an animal.
I know. Plus, they're cute chickens.
I know. Dogs are cute. Cats are cute.
Pigs are cute.
Goats are cute.
I know. Okay, so plant-based. But who should get in touch with you? Alexi? Is it people who want to learn how to do this themselves?
Well,
or?
people that just maybe are sick and tired of being sick and tired. They're tired, they're overworked, they're stressed, and they don't know where to go. You know, because, I mean, with all due respect, there's a lot of good information on the internet, but a lot of it is, well, some of it is misleading, and it's like information overload. Like, people need a roadmap.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, I just want to go to China. I want to know what plane am I taking, my first class or not? What hotel am I going to be staying at? Not, okay, in 40 days I'm going to lose 40 pounds. Well, but how am I going to do it? You know, what are the contributing factors to my stress level, to my overwhelm? And it's not just overcoming it, but learning how to manage it.
Right. So you can help people get that roadmap to really optimal
Right.
health.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, the big thing today that they're saying is environmental toxins are responsible across the board for all illnesses, bar none.
And that boils down to stress.
Stress, what you eat, what you sleep on, water you drink, you know, it just goes on and on. There's just so many things to consider, people that don't even think about. Like, for example, plastic shower curtains release carcinogens when hot water touches it, and it's heavily linked to women getting breast cancer.
Wow. See?
You know, 96% of women with root canals have been diagnosed with cancer.
Wow.
So, I mean, just little things like that most people don't know about. You know, like, people have their own strengths. This happens to be my strength and my interest.
Right.
You know, you may be a financial advisor, you may be an overworked woman entrepreneur, you may be a stressed mom, but you're busy doing what needs to be done. Well, I'm busy doing what I want to do, and I offer support to people you can do it.
Okay. So for those people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired, they can go to your website, wholehealthacademy.ca, and they can get in touch.
Get in touch. I offer a complimentary strategy session, no strings attached. And we can just talk for an hour, and I'll give you some insights and suggestions.
All right. That's fantastic. And I am so looking forward to that lemony tart waiting for me in the fridge. Thanks again for coming here today,
My
Alexi.
pleasure.
And thanks for bringing me the tart. I'm going to go probably at least look at it right now. Probably eat it. And then we're going to have some more guests come on the show today.
Sounds good.
Okay, thanks, Alexi.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, taking a quick break. Liquid Lunch, thatchannel.com. We'll be back with Rick Cardero, Canada's Al Capone, right after this.